Hey everyone, Speed Generations here, and today we have the new Sonic the Hedgehog 3 Wave 2 figures. So we have Super Sonic, and we have Chao mascot Tails. Hold on, there you go. So you're probably wondering why I don't have a single release Knuckles. For some of you who didn't see the video, then I already got him in the 4-pack, so I didn't really need him. And as it goes for the Shadow variation, I usually pick up variations too. I'm not too worried about him right now. Maybe I'll run into him after Christmas or something. I just care about getting Super Sonic and Chao mascot Tails at the moment. I don't really care about getting the variation of Shadow. So yeah, let's get right into the review. We're gonna start with Super Sonic. Okay, here's Super Sonic. Says the name right there, Jakks Pacific 3+. Up here has the Sonic 3 logo, same packaging as Wave 1, so not too much different here. Here's the back where all the ones you can collect. Chao mascot Tails, the new variation of Shadow, and a single release Knuckles, which I probably should have gotten a single release Knuckles instead of paying $50 for a pack, because Mercari has the 2 light up figures sometimes going for $29. That's really not that bad compared to $40. That's why I probably should have waited. So he has 22 points of articulation, obviously, because these are 5-inch figures scaled up, so meaning they'll have more articulation than 4-inch figures. Here's the name, Super Sonic, and the bio reads, you can't really see it, but I'll try my best for you guys. Okay, Super Sonic is the ultimate life... What? Wait. Sorry, I'm out of it today, apparently. Super Sonic is the ultimate form from Sonic. In this state, his power is unmatched, or is it? And then it says it in different languages as well. I was really excited to get this guy because, like, ever since he released, I'm like, I love Super Sonic so much, and, you know, like, from the games and whatever, and his movie form was awesome as well. I have to go grab my 4-inch one because I forgot to do that, but I'll do that in a minute. But yeah, so... I mean, I have his old 4-inch counterpart, and I have the one that has the wrong eyes. So I'm glad this time they didn't do the mistake of giving him green eyes. So that's a good thing. So, without further ado, I'll unbox him, and I'll also grab the 4-inch Super Sonic while I do that. Okay, so here we have the 5-inch Super Sonic, and I did grab the 4-inch Super Sonic, so let's do that comparison real quick. Here is my 4-inch Super Sonic from Sonic 2. Obviously, the scaling is completely different. This one has now open hands. This one cannot do anything like that. He has a little bit more articulation compared to the usual 4-inch figures, but this one has a lot more. This one has the glossy eyes, and this one does not, just has the normal, regular eyes. And obviously, the eye color is completely different. Seeing here that it is green by misprint accident, and like I said, I still have not been able to find the frickin' normal one, so I have to stick with this one. And finally the correct one with the red eyes that they did not misprint, so I'm happy for that. Good on you, Jakks. So, as it goes for the articulation here, he can move his arm like this, and can even, you know, you can make a lot more better poses with this guy. You can take his hand and move it down, or move it back up, and you can open his hand, close back his hand. Same thing goes for this side. He's got a waist swivel, but I would be careful with the waist swivels just in case they fall apart. But I'm pretty sure these probably can go through 360. I'm not sure. He can do a leg kick back and forth. I don't know if you can hear that, but kind of sounds a little squeaky. Okay, but yeah, you could do it back and forth with this one. Seems like this joint is not squeaky, so there might be something wrong with this one. As it goes for the sock shoe area here, you can do the same thing as with the other 5 inches. So there you go. Not too much different here. But I do overall, I have to say that this is one of the best 5-inch Super Sonic figures to get. And I do suggest you grab this guy because I feel like even though this is just a normal generic kind of Sonic, but you know, Super Sonic, I think he's gonna still go flying off the shelves considering he's got 5 points of articulation, and there's a lot more kids coming into this franchise and are really gonna like Super Sonic, so they're gonna really want him. But yeah. Oh yeah, before I forget, he can move his head up and down in like a yes, 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 kind of, kind of thing. So yeah, there's that. I really like that. It's really awesome. I cannot wait to do a lot of cool poses with this guy. It's gonna be really fun with him. I'll definitely make a good thumbnail out of this one. So, again, here's the final comparison. Also, I'm really noticing here that I forgot to point out is that this 4-inch Supersonic looks a lot brighter yellow, and this one looks like a, kind of slightly darker yellow, but yellow enough to actually be supersonic. Like, this one is, too yellow, if you get what I mean. Like, this one's, like, bright yellow that could, it's like the sun in a way, Kind of different, though. Pretty bright. Now, last thing to point out about him is some of these guys are definitely going to have flaws, and it seems like my Supersonic here, if it'll focus, has an accidental white mark on his smile, so you're gonna get a lot of that. But that, I just figured out I'd point out my misprint with this guy. Other than that, I really love him. He's definitely worth the pickup for 14 bucks, so get him while you can. Oh, okay, so this is the way I got mine, so it's like a little indented in here, so it can't really stand correctly. But here's my Chao mascot tails. Why did I say mascot like that? Anyway, same thing here, like the name, blah, 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 stuff like that. Here's the back, the other figures that you can get. I'm getting, like I said, later on, I'm getting the variation shadow. So up here, it says, sometimes being a genius means sporting a mascot costume from your favorite Japanese cafe. I mean, it's sported in a trailer, so can't really, get mad at it. I'm not saying that he wore it in the trailer. It's more of we saw Chao's in the trailer, and maybe Jakks just got the idea because they really wanted to re-release the Tails. I don't know. Let's just open them. Okay, we got them out of the box. So, in the 4-pack video, I meant to point out the comparisons between Wave 1 Tails and the 4-pack Tails is that the bottom here is different. This one is incorrect, and this one is correct. So, apparently for this wave, they completely fixed that issue and put it the same as their Determined Tails. So either I think they took the Determined Tails and plopped this Chao head on and called it a day. I mean, it's possible, because look, these are the same colors here, and all they had to do was just take the normal Tails mold and put a new head on him. That was really it. And even mine is having the same issue with the arms, just like Determined Tails did. So I feel like that, yes, this could be the Determined Tails that they used and swapped heads and put this on instead of this. So I think they took a lazy route and decided just to plop something new on, and because they wanted another Tails in the wave. I don't understand it. It's weird, but I still kind of like it. It's goofy looking, funny all around. Articulation here is the same as kind of Supersonic, so I think, yeah, he can do the yes, no. He can open and close his arms, do the same thing that Supersonic does right there. Can move his hands. He does not have a wave swivel, just like the other two Tailses don't. The only ones that seem to have wave swivels are Supersonic, Knuckles, Shadow, and Sonic. So, yeah, kind of a letdown for Tails, but you know what? I really don't think he probably needs it. Same thing for the sock shoe area here. Same thing for this arm here, so nothing too big. Then the tails, obviously, you can move them all around too as well to place them wherever you like, which I really like that as well. Pretty cool detail for the tails here. And side-by-side comparisons between Determined Tails, Wave 1 Tails, and Chao Mascot Tails. I say that Chao Mascot Tails is cute and all, but in my honest opinion, everyone should not get him, because all it really is the Determined Tails, but with a new head. It's cute if you want it. If you want it because it's cute, it's whatever. If you just want it because you want it, whatever. But, I feel like they just wanted something to do with a Chao representation in the Sonic movies, so they took this and said, yup, this is what we're sticking with, and that's what they did. So I can't complain too much about it, though, so that it's all right. So yeah, that wraps it up for Tails there. You're probably like, but you don't have the variation shadow. What are you gonna do? Well, I'll show you here in a minute. Okay, so here we have the shadow, and you're like, okay, well, where's the other one? Don't have him yet. So we're going to go based off picture and the Wave 1 figure. So it seems like here that this shadow has just, you know, a closed mouth expression of him being mad. And this time around, it seems like that he has more mouth, look open mouth with a grin, like an angry grin this time. There's not too much different to him, and apparently, just like Wave 1, they did not fix this eye issue like they did with the pack, which kind of sucks. But honestly, if you need the variation shadow, no, you don't. If you didn't get Wave 1 shadow, get him, because I don't think you're going to probably see Wave 1 shadow for quite some time. But this one is not different at all to the frickin' Wave 1 one. It's just really the expression. That's it. They just keep taking lazy routes because they know Shadow will sell. They know he will fly off them damn pegs. And if they want to friggin' do it, they'll fucking do it. They'll do it. They don't give a shit. They'll do it. Because they want the money, because Shadow is the biggest thing. He's the biggest talk of 2024 because of Sonic Shadow Generations in the movie. I'm not saying that's a problem. That's cool. We need more character representations, especially after what happened in the early 2000s of the Dark Era. Whatever else. I know some of the Dark Era stuff is starting to become liked. I like 06 again. I just hate that frickin' kiss scene with Elise. Anyways, I feel like Jakks just wants money, so it's you know, it's way too obvious because they keep re-releasing Sonics or putting lame-ass variants out of Sonic and plopping a new head on Determined Tails and calling it new, and just making a new head mold for the Shadow and calling it new. It's, you know, it's something. I mean, I get they want money. I get that this stuff sells well, but that doesn't mean you always have to make variations out of every single character. I'm fine with most variations, but sometimes they get to an extent to where we've had the Jakks license for 5 to 6 years now, right? Probably almost 5, 6, or 7 we've had it now. And it's like, at this point, we've had too many variations. I mean, I don't mind, like, the Christmas variations, as you can see I have back here. But, like, variations that don't look too different from the original is a little iffy. I mean, yeah, these aren't too different, but Amy is actually completely brand new, and so is Eggman. Like, you know, it's something, but I'm done. I don't want to make this video too much longer, so we'll talk more about the variation shadow when I actually have him in hand. So yeah, that will be a video for another time. And with that, that concludes Wave 2 of the 5-inch line. I can't wait for Wave 3 because I'm hearing that we're getting Super Shadow and Gerald Robotnik, which is going to be really exciting. Obviously, it's still going to be Jim Carrey, just look a little different from Robotnik, but I'm still pretty excited for Wave 3, so I'll see when that video comes out. And I do have to say, I do have the smaller version of this guy with me. So, I might make a video right after this one, or not, and probably review him and not upload it yet. So, we'll have to wait and see. Anyways, that concludes it for the 5-inch line for these guys. I'm most excited for Wave 3. Wave 2 was pretty good, but kind of a letdown at the same time. I mean, these two were the headlines here. These two. So yeah, like I said, see you guys later. Bye.